Hey guys, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a little ambitious. I'm going to be showing you guys over 50 different bullet journal doodle ideas. We have a lot to get through, so let's just get right into it. First up, we have the leaf category. So the leaves that I'm drawing right now have rounder leaves. You can switch it up and do kind of more of a pointed leaf. You can also change up the spacing of the leaf. So this one right here that I'm drawing, the leaves are closer together, gives it a different look. And then we're going into some branches. So these branches that I drew, I just kind of did sticks with dots on the ends of them, and it kind of looks like berries. You can also do the same thing but with like actual leaves. It's pretty self-explanatory if you guys watch me do it. These ones are pretty easy. Let me know if you guys ever want to see more in-depth tutorials and stuff. Oh yeah, this branch that I'm drawing kind of had more scattered dots that I wanted to do, kind of like baby's breath, the flower. Next up, we have some tropical palm leaves. Again, you can change up the pointedness and the curvature of the leaves, and it gives it a different look as well. Next up, we have some more kind of like banana leaves. I got this idea from Ink by Jeng on Instagram. I will link her down below. She has a bunch of different leaf tutorials, and I loved the look of this, so I thought I would share it with you guys. The next one is sort of more of an elongated version, which is like I think these are called banana leaves. I really don't know my like leaf name nomenclature. That's the word. But I like the way that it looks when you fill it in with the lines. Gives it kind of like a cool, different appearance than the other ones. Next up, we're going to be drawing some house plants, so plants in some pots. You can again change up the leaves that are inside. These ones I did sort of more of like a pointed leaf, like an aloe vera plant. You can also do some branches similar to the ones that we did before. Another cool thing to do is have the leaves hanging down, kind of more like a droopy leaf effect. I always do this one. I think it looks really pretty. And then of course you can also mix and match all of these different types of leaves and create kind of like a custom plant, because every single plant is different, so you really can't mess this up. Next up, I wanted to show you guys my simplified way of drawing a rose. You kind of just do a spiral but with an irregular circle. Make sure it's not like completely perfectly circle. I mean, you could if you want, but I also wanted to include the more complicated version of drawing a rose. I did this using a tutorial from Instagram from Bond Journal. I will also leave that tutorial linked down below if you want a more in-depth static version of this tutorial, but you can kind of see the different vibes going on. Personally, I like the simplified version just because it's a lot quicker, and typically when I doodle in my bullet journal, I want it to be quick and easy and fun, but of course this complex one looks amazing when you do it. Just takes a little bit more effort. But you can add some leaves onto it or not, or you can even add a stem if you wanted to. Next up, we have some daisies. This one requires longer petals and a smaller flower center. And then for a sunflower, which is the next one, you should draw a larger center with some dots in the center, and then the petals are a lot smaller and they almost have like a pointed shape to them. And you can like layer the petals like I've done here if you want. But yeah, these ones turned out cute. There's so many different types of flowers, so I only did a couple. But of course, if you look up reference pictures, you can totally find out different flowers. Another idea is to do singular leaves. I think these are a good idea to sort of fill in spaces. So maybe you could have flowers alongside these leaves. That would be pretty cute as well. Next up, you guys have heard me talk about Graphicstock before. I absolutely love this website, so I partnered up with them again to remind you guys that you can use their huge library of graphics, photos, and vectors in your bullet journal. They have over 300,000 images. Some of my favorites are these floral designs. They also have some wreaths. I also really love to use the mason jars, which you'll see soon. I use those all the time in my bullet journal. So if you guys want to try out Graphicstock, you can click the link in the description box for a 7-day free trial. You can explore their massive image library and hopefully incorporate them into your bullet journal. What I like to do is download the images that I want to use and then edit them on Illustrator. You can change up the colors and everything. They're editable, which is awesome. So I print them out onto cream paper to match my Leuchtturm 1917 journal paper. And then I cut them out and use this glue tape to stick it into my journal. And what's awesome about this is that since you just use regular paper, you're able to actually doodle on top of the stickers, unlike other stickers which have a glossy finish that makes it harder to draw on it with pen. So I like to insert different like leaves and floral arrangements into these mason jars, which I think is super cute. If you use the wreath images from Graphic Stock, you can also put writing inside. Oh, the next one, this one that I'm doing right now is kind of cute. I wanted to add like fireflies in a jar, which I thought was kind of different. All right, we're on number 21, almost halfway through this video. This is the star and space category of the doodles. So there's different types of stars that you can obviously draw. There's shooting stars, regular stars. You can also do 4-pointed stars, which are my personal favorite. They kind of look like sparkles instead of stars. I also tend to add little dots and circles around it to give it more of a speckled stardust appearance. Another idea is, of course, to do constellations. This is similar to what I did in my April Plan With Me, which I love doing this. I think it looks so pretty, and constellations are like my favorite thing in the world. Of course, you can also do the classic moon shape, which adds to the whole vibe. Some other things that you can do are suns. There's two different, or at least two different ones that I did. Sort of like the more simple sun, and then the one with the triangles all the way around it. You can also do planets. Alrighty, so we're on to the cloud section. I just wanted to show you guys a couple different clouds that I drew. Some of them have like a flat bottom, and some of them have the bumpy thing all the way around. Just kind of depends what you're going for. Next up, we have feathers. This one, I'm sorry my hand is kind of blocking how to do it, but it's kind of similar to the banana leaf actually. It's just a little bit more fluid. Okay, number 29, or 30 actually, I guess. This is probably one of my favorites. I think these are really pretty. Different crystals and gemstones. They're also super easy to draw. Just kind of do straight lines and connect all of the little diamond shapes. What's great about these is that you can color them in with any color you want, and they pretty much go with the whole gemstone theme because there's so many different colors of crystals. Of course, any of these doodles you can fill it in with whatever color you want, but especially these ones, they are just very flexible with your theme. So now we're on the fruit section of the doodles. Of course, gotta draw the pineapple, really cute. Another idea is to do strawberries, which are my favorite fruit. Oh, actually, JK, maybe watermelon is my favorite. I just kind of drew my favorite fruits. Number 34 is the bug category, which is admittedly not my favorite thing in the world, but I thought bees would be pretty cute, especially if you draw the trail in which they are traveling. I also had butterflies. There's kind of two different ways you can go about butterflies, is like the side view or the top view, which I showcase here. But these are relatively easy to draw. It could be a fun addition to add if you wanted to do flowers and bees together. That would be kind of cool. Next up we have waves, which is my current theme for the month of May. If you haven't checked out my May bullet journal plan with me video, you can check it out here, and you can see how I incorporate these different waves, but I of course had to include it in this video. There's a couple of different styles of waves going on. We have the simple waves, we also have more complex ones. And then to go along with it, someone suggested seashells in the comments of that video, so here you go, I'm drawing some seashells. Of course, there's so many different types of seashells, so I did the spirally ones, and I also did sort of more of the oyster shell ones. I don't know if that's the specific term. Okay, so here you can see me drawing some cacti. There's so many different types of cacti. I keep wanting to say cactuses, but that's incorrect. If you look up reference photos of different cacti, you can definitely see all of the different types. So I kind of just drew a couple of my favorites. You don't have to do the little spiky things, but I kind of liked the effect that it gave. But certain ones, I just went with the line effect, like this one that you're seeing me draw right here. And then after this, I thought to go along with the cacti, we would draw some succulents, which are my favorite plant. They're so pretty. This one actually turned out kind of looking like an artichoke, which was my bad. The next one I kind of fixed it up. How I drew this one is kind of drawing tiny little hot dog shapes layered on top of each other, as you can see here. And it kind of turned out looking like a succulent, I think. Oh yeah, if you are a fan of succulents, you can also draw them from an overhead view, which is kind of like the classic Tumblr kind of thing. I just drew a bunch of different versions because there's different types of succulents, ones with more pointy leaves and then ones with more round leaves, like the one you just saw me draw. So have fun with it, play around with it, but I definitely think succulents are really pretty to add into your bullet journal. Alright, 46. These are kind of seasonal, but I thought I would throw it in here just in case someone is watching in a place where it is winter, or if you're watching in the December months. Snowflakes could be really pretty. I think obviously definitely when winter comes I will be doing a snowflake theme, and there's so many different types of snowflakes, so really I could do a whole video just on different snowflake doodles, but I just did a couple for you guys here. The key is just to keep it simple. I find that when you try to add too many lines and stuff, it just gets a little too cluttered, so I try to keep it simple with the lines, and turns out really cute. Alright, so we have some fireworks here. Someone suggested this in the comments of my last video for July, for the 4th of July, but I'm Canadian, so we don't celebrate 4th of July. But I thought I would incorporate it in here, especially since they're easy to draw. For number 48, we have some archery type arrows, kind of tribal looking. And then I also drew a couple of mountains. I'm going to leave the link to a girl on Instagram that I found. She does mountains way better than I do, so I will link that down below if you're looking for mountain inspiration. You could also draw some stationery, which I've done here. Pencils and pens and that kind of stuff. I know all of you guys are stationery junkies just like me, so it's perfect for you guys who love it as much as I do. And then this one's kind of just like a random geometric doodle. You can just kind of add little triangles and connect them all together, and it makes a cool effect. I don't know. I thought it looked pretty cool. And then finally, this is number 52. I wanted to do an even flat 50, but I kind of went overboard and got a little carried away, so we have a bird as well as a paper boat to finish everything off. Alright guys, that's it. We made it through 50 plus different bullet journal doodle ideas. I hope you guys found some sort of inspiration from this. I mean, if this doesn't help you out, I don't know what will. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, as well as follow me on my Instagram accounts for more inspiration, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys!